Hello guys, Sujaru speaking. Welcome to LJPCBM episode number 1068. And today we reacting to Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, number 29, AEW Dynamite Event Center for September 21st, 2022. We have this beginning in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Live from the Big Beefy Man Cave in New Bedford, Massachusetts. This is the YouTube channel vlog show in which video games, flash game show gameplays, along with sports and wrestling news are the norm. This is the YouTube channel vlog show of positivity, good times, and fun. This is Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. And now, here is the host of the show, the perpetrator of these shenanigans, Big Beefy E himself, Mr. Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, for that kind intro. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, Eric Lima coming at you from the Big Beefy Man Cave here in New Bedford, Massachusetts. This is the 29th episode of my new YouTube channel vlog show, Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. How's it going, everybody? September the 21st, 2022, 10:12 p.m. Let's get right into it. Just got finished watching AEW Dynamite Grand Slam. As you know, a lot of things have been happening.
Wow.
AEW as of late, they had a huge turmoil with the when CM Punk, what he said after the media scrum, and it seems like a big, humongous fight happened in the back to the point where Punk got injured during the fight. And even if he was suspended, he probably wouldn't fight anyways because he suffered an injury. Henceforth, he's going to be out 6 to 9 months. He will be he relinquished the title, as you know. The title was in the tournament. The tournament has already happened, bout between John Moxley and Bryan Danielson, and the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega were stripped of the trios titles as a result. They got suspended too, and.
Wow.
There we go. That's better. Whoops, that's better. And when everything else went down, we have new trios champions in Death Triangle, and I gotta tell you, this is something that this is never, this history was in the making for this event, Dynamite Grand Slam.
Wow.
And so here's the deal. The Ring of Honor World title was on the line to start. Both world title matches bookended this event. It kicked off with the Ring of Honor World title, and then the AEW World Championship was the main event.
Wow.
The Ring of Honor World title was on the line. Claudio Castagnoli of the Blackpool Combat Club defends the title against Chris Jericho. This was a heck of a matchup. And it got to the point where, it kind of got into the point where it was an excellent matchup until Chris Jericho resorted to some skullduggery, aka a low blow, I believe, on Claudio Castagnoli.
Wow.
But Jericho won the title. Jericho won the title with a juice effect. And the 3 count, so with the 3 count, Jericho is your new Ring of Honor World Champion, meaning that he's the only wrestler to hold the AEW, WCW, WWE, and Ring of Honor World Championships.
Wow.
And it's the Jericho Appreciation Society. He's got everything on now. Unless Daniel Garcia breaks away from the Jericho Appreciation Society, the Jericho Appreciation Society has got the Ring of Honor Pure and Ring of Honor World Championship, while Ty Mello and Sammy Guevara are still the AAA Mixed Tag Team Champions.
Wow.
Then the AEW World Tag Team titles were on the line next. Swerve and Glory versus the Acclaim. Swerve and Glory had Rapid Fabulous in his corner, while the Acclaim's got the DJ Woo Kid, and now he's going to go by the name of Daddy Ass, Billy Gunn. And this was a heck of a matchup too. There was a miscommunication between Swerve and Glory when Swerve went to go smash Max Caster with a radio, but then he ended up hitting Keith
Whoopee.
Lee with it, and then when Swerve was trying to get into it with Billy Gunn, Keith Lee was holding him back and the Acclaim took advantage of it, and now the Acclaimed are your new AEW World Tag Team Champions. In fact, this is the first time ever, I think, in any wrestling event that I know of, 2 back-to-back title matches, titles have changed hands. I think that's the first time in wrestling history. I'm not so sure, unless you count Clash of the Champions, one of all title matches. But this was a huge ace up the sleeve. Well, Lexi Naylor's interviewing FTR, and then Gun Club interrupts them, runs their mouth, being rude about challenging them for the titles. And then Tony Schiavone was about to interview Wheeler Yuta, and then MJF interrupts Wheeler Yuta. MJF starts running his mouth, and then Wheeler Yuta starts getting personal with MJF. Then MJF got so mad, he pushed Yuta, and then he ended up pushing Tony Schiavone. And then Yuta attacks MJF, but then W. Morrissey from the firm got his hand to Wheeler Yuta and helping MJF clothesline him. Well, that's not the last time we see MJF at tonight's event.
Wow.
The All-Atlantic title, Tony Schiavone interviewed Jay Cargill in the baddie section. That's Layla Gray and Kiera Hogan. And then Diamante interrupts her. And then she says she brought a friend. R&B rapper star Trina has joined up since the stars come out for AEW. Then the All-Atlantic title was on the line as Pac defends it against Orange Cassidy. It was a heck of a match. Orange Cassidy decided to cut tomfoolery. He knows the title was on the line, but despite Pac hitting him with a hammer, and Brian Remsburg had a feeling about Pac cheating, but Pac did make up the pin. 1, 2, 3. Pac still is the champion. The interim women's championship was on the line in a fatal four-way as Toni Storm, the interim world champion in women's ship, defended against Britt Baker, Serena Deeb, and Athena. It was a heck of a matchup. Britt Baker got her nose busted up during the matchup. In the end, Toni Storm did retain the title after rolling up Britt Baker. Britt Baker then decided to attack Toni Storm post-matchup. And so Serena Deeb took her liberties with Athena. But Jamie Hayter came out and got in Britt Baker's face and then turned against Toni Storm, started stomping on him. Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter hugged, so they were happy. And Serena Deeb continued to punch Athena. But then, while all 4 ladies, Rebel was there, were double teamed to 2 ladies, music was playing and had the name Saraya. That's right. Saraya is now part of AEW, formerly known as Paige. She has arrived in AEW. So, and she decided to take the side of Athena and Toni Storm. That was a shocker right there. So that was a big major surprise. So Saraya finally arrived in AEW.
Wow.
And invited Britt Baker, Serena Deeb, and Jamie Hayter to get in the ring with her, and Rebel too, but they were arguing, jaw-jacking, so she made sure Athena got up, and Toni Storm got up, and they hugged. So Saraya is now in AEW. She's all elite. Very shocked about that. So we hadn't heard much from Paige, a.k.a. Saraya, so there she is in AEW. Darby Allin was walking around with a body bag and is carrying around House of Black around New York, basically sending a message to the House of Black. AEW World Title on the line, the tournament final, the Grand Slam tournament final between Jon Moxley and Bryan Danielson. The 2 went at it, while MJF was holding his big casino chip sitting in the catbird seat. But after the sleeper submission hold, the winner, and once again the AEW World Champion, Jon Moxley. Okay, so that's it for AEW Dynamite Grand Slam. Lots of stuff is going down for Rantiversary 3. I don't know any of the details. Nobody's telling me anything, which is a good thing. I'd rather be surprised as well.
Yes.
I'm sure
Which
my good buddy Brandon Martin will tell me when the time is right. But that, and and even if he tells me, I'm not going to divulge anything.
Yeah.
So, but however, that's okay. I'm really excited that so we have new champions, Acclaimed. They worked hard. They finally won the titles, which is really, really cool. Jericho came off Ring of Honor World Champions. A shock. So Jericho right now is in the modern day era. Like I said, first one to hold the AEW, Ring of Honor, WWE, and WCW World Heavyweight titles. If ECW was still around, and when he came back, he would have taken the ECW Championship as well. But that's not the case. So we'll see it at that. So we'll just leave it at that. So I just got home. I got from Chillin' with Jordy's live stream about it. I didn't know he sent me. I didn't expect him to do one today. To be totally honest, but he did. It was a very special event, AEW Grand Slam. So we'll talk about a Rampage, a 2-hour special for that Grand Slam. See what happens there. Alrighty then, that's all the time we have on the show. So episode 29 is complete. Tomorrow, episode 30, we're going to do some pressure luck. That's right. I cannot wait to play the updated Banks version. I'm so excited about it. So I'm going to tell my announcer, please take us home, and good night, everybody. That is all for today's episode. This is Mr. Lima speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, tour for Bob Saget production, and in association with a Sweet Bumbling Bofo Raver Telepictures and Distribution. See you next episode, and have a very blessed day.
So that was Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, number 29, AEW Dynamite Event Server, September 11th, 21st, 2022. Excuse me. What do I think about this video? Well, he was quiet, but overall, it was a successful episode overall. So far, this video was a success. And that was LJPCBM episode number 1000, let's say, 1068, excuse me. Hope you enjoy it. Stay tuned for the next one. It's going to be LJPCBM episode number 1069, which will be about Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, number 30, Pressure Luck, number 2, Tomorrow Thursdays. Now, coming up next, there will be a brand new episode of Bedtime Stories, and later on, there will be a video October, day number, 6, 2022 edition, or 5, sorry. So next time, Sue Joseph Bob and Baby, we can move into pursue, to visit out. See ya.
Given unto me this life I'll never take for granted, and given all the time I failed to really understand it, I never sought to meet the maker of reality, the one who gave the life that which is always happening, but I tried all the time. Why was I the one to see things as I do under the moonlight and the sun? Perception is the question, and the giver holds the key.